Governor DeSantis only cares about the White House. He doesn't care about your house.
Democrats and their contender to face Ron DeSantis, how former Republican Charlie Crist blew out Nikki Fried to put himself on the November ballot.
I stand before you tonight as the Democratic nominee for the U.S. Senate.
And no surprises for Val Demings. You'll hear why she thinks she can now give Marco Rubio a run for his money.
I'm going to fight as though the freedom of every one of us and the freedom for the future of our children depends on it.
And Brian Mast set to stay in Washington representing District 21. There are only a couple surprises in some races heading to runoffs on primary election day in Florida. We're running them down for you right now.
It's a new day. This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
The results are in for Florida's primary election. The good news everyone can be happy about. No major problems out there, except for a few people having trouble finding the right precincts rather, to vote in. But other than that, pretty good out there. Good morning, I'm Matt Lincoln.
And I'm Sam Kerrigan. And you can see all the results for the races in our state on the bottom of your screen all morning long.
We're going to get to our team coverage of the election results in just a few moments. Hang tight on that. But let's get to meteorologist Lauren Lesky with a check of our forecast here on this Wednesday.
Matt, thanks. Got a few showers hanging out off the coastline this morning. We're going to see that elevated rain chance out there for the next few days. Look at our maps each day. We're just kind of covered in some green. That's great. It is dry. So we're finally likely going to see some rainfall. So similar to the past day or two, we're going to see some showers for the morning. This is 9:15, but you'll notice a lot of the rain is along the coastline and then it slowly drifts inland. So rather than the rain mostly starting near Lake Okeechobee, we actually could see it beginning along the coast and then just migrating west throughout the day. This is 3:30 this afternoon. A few inland storms expected out there. We need the rain along the coast because that's where we're dealing with the worst drought conditions. We'll get a new drought monitor issued tomorrow morning. But again, some much needed rain could finally be moving back in. Matt and Sam.
Lauren, thank you. 6:01 on-time traffic. Taking a look at your drive time from West Palm Beach to Port St. Lucie. That is about 40 minutes for you on I-95. Traffic Tracker 12 is also keeping an eye on our drive this morning. We are not seeing any issues on our roads.
Well, this morning now we know who will be facing off for the race in the governor's mansion. Democrat Charlie Crist will try to unseat Governor Ron DeSantis in November after winning the nomination over Nikki Fried with 59% of the votes. Crist previously served as the governor of Florida as a Republican from 2007 to 2011. In his victory speech in St. Petersburg last night, Crist says he will make voices heard in D.C. and Tallahassee.
The stakes could not be any higher for this election. Our fundamental freedoms are literally on the ballot, my friends. A woman's right to choose on the ballot. Democracy on the ballot. Your rights as minorities are on this ballot. That's what's at stake in this election. Make no mistake about it, because this guy wants to be president of the United States of America, and everybody knows it. However, when we defeat him on November 8th, that show is over.
Now, Crist has just 8 days to pick the candidate for lieutenant governor. Both will run together as a ticket in November. Now, Fried told reporters after that she would be open to serving as Crist's lieutenant governor, even after a contentious race. Fried told her supporters last night in Fort Lauderdale she will be united with Democrats to make sure Governor DeSantis does not win in November.
We are going to make Ron DeSantis a one-term governor and a zero-term president of the United States. And this is a time that we as Democrats are going to come together. We have to be united like we have never been united before. And I will campaign up and down the ballot to make sure that Democrats are elected.
In Fried's run to try to be the state's first female governor, she will lose her seat as the only statewide elected Democrat, as a new agricultural commissioner will be chosen by voters in November. She's working on a measure to protect abortion rights and hopes it gets enough signatures to place it on the 2024 ballot.
And we have live team coverage for you this morning. Our Stephanie Valderrama is following the re-election of Representative Brian Mast in the 21st District.
But let's go now to Danielle DeRoss following the reaction from this nationally watched governor's race. Danielle, what is Governor DeSantis saying this morning?
Well, there's plenty of reaction pouring in on social media this morning. And last night, Governor DeSantis said at his victory party in Miami-Dade County, he is ready to take on Charlie Crist in the general election, setting this up as a referendum on COVID policies.
We need to win across the board in November to make sure that we solidify this state as the nation's citadel of freedom. And I can tell you this, we are going to be running awfully hard all across this state, and we are going to generate the biggest Republican turnout this state has ever seen in a governor's race.
And we're seeing the Florida GOP put out a statement echoing a lot of what DeSantis just said. Here's their post saying that Democrats hitched their wagon to career politician Charlie Crist, and they're saying that he is a lockdown Democrat. But plenty of more people are congratulating the congressman on his easy victory last night. Take a look at this post from the mayor of Miami-Dade County. This is Danielle Levine Cava saying congratulations, saying that the general election will be stronger because Nikki Fried ran such a hard-fought campaign. We're also seeing a post from the Planned Parenthood of Florida saying that they're proud to endorse Charlie Crist, saying that he is dedicated to defending reproductive freedom. We're also seeing some reaction from a state representative, progressive representative Anna Escamani. She was an early endorser of Charlie Crist, saying congratulations. Let's take down Ron DeSantis. Matt and Sam.
Danielle, thank you. In another major victory for Democrats, Representative Val Demings from Orlando won the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate with 84% of the votes. Demings will challenge incumbent Senator Marco Rubio in the November general election. She is well known as the first female police chief in Orlando, something she's mentioned throughout her campaign and in her victory speech last night.
I believe in an America where we will do everything within our power to reduce gun violence. How long will we sit back and watch innocent people being gunned down?
Right now, Democrats control Congress, but gaining one seat by the Republicans would give them the majority. That means this Senate race could have implications for the balance of power. Senator Marco Rubio has held on to his seat since 2011. Right now, he remains the favorite to win re-election for a third term, but some recent polls show the race may be closer than expected. Senator Rubio spoke in Hialeah following Demings' nomination, where he attacked her history as a former police officer.
The left wing of her radical party hated police officers. And she was a police officer, and that was a negative thing to them. So she decided, I've got to be a former police officer that's attacking police officers. And that's what she did.
So far, Demings has spent nearly $11 million on her campaign and on television ads. That's according to the latest Federal Election Commission data. That's about $6 million more than Marco Rubio's campaign.
And now to congressional races in our area, where Representative Brian Mast won the Republican nomination for House District 21, which covers Martin, St. Lucie, and part of Palm Beach counties. Take a look here. You can see Mast overwhelmingly beating his street challengers, getting 78% of the vote. Jeffrey Bongiorno finishing second. He's Jensen Beach conservative constitutionalist, a former law enforcement officer. He had 12%. Mast will now face Democrat Karina Balderramos Robinson, a retired Army major, in November. Now, our Stephanie Valderrama live from the Martin County Supervisor of Elections office in Stuart. Stephanie, what is Representative Mast saying about his big win last night?
So Mast was all smiles last night, attributing his win to his hard work on issues like water quality and even supporting his fellow veterans. Take a look. Now, this is video from last night. At one point, Mast even addressed the crowd. Now, keep in mind, Mast, who has served 3 terms, did have the endorsement of former President Donald Trump and Governor Ron DeSantis. Now, last night, he said, in part, it's an honor to continue to represent the people of District 21, and he's ready to get back to work.
I'm going to fight as though the freedom of every one of us and the freedom for the future of our children depends on it, because it does.
So as you said, Mast will now face Democrat Karina Balderrama Robinson in November, and the winner of that election will be sworn in January and will serve a 2-year term. Reporting live in Stuart, Stephanie Valderrama, CBS 12 News.
Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick won the Democratic nomination in the 20th Congressional District, covering Palm Beach and Broward counties. She ran against former Broward County Commissioner Dale Holness, who she beat in a special election last November by just 5 votes. Sherfilis McCormick will now face Republican Drew Montez Clark.
Now to a race too close to call in District 22, which covers Riviera Beach to Delray Beach. Businessman Dan Franzese has just a small lead against former Republican Executive Committee member Deborah Ademi. Franzese focuses includes the economy along with border security. Ademi's top campaign priorities focus on improving energy policies and tax reform. The winner of the race will face Democrat Lois Frankel.
Democratic candidate Jared Moskowitz defeated 5 opponents in the 23rd Democratic-leaning district, which covers parts of Boca Raton to Fort Lauderdale. The Broward County Commissioner and former director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management will look to fill Representative Ted Deutsch's seat. Deutsch is retiring after 3 terms in Congress. His Republican opponent will be Joe Budd, who won the primary filled with 7 candidates.
Now to school board races, where counties like Miami-Dade flipped from majority liberal to majority conservative. We also saw at least 25 of 30 Governor DeSantis' endorsed school board members took home a win last night. In Palm Beach County, there were none that DeSantis backed, but 2 school board members will be keeping their seats, we know for sure. We'll start off with Karen Brill in District 3, the area around West Boynton Beach and Delray Beach. Brill, who supported things like masking in schools, will keep her seat for another 4 years. Same for Erica Whitfield in District 4. That includes coastal West Palm Beach and Boca Raton. She was in a head-to-head battle with Angelique Contreras, someone with very opposing views. She opposed the mask mandates, and she was at the January 6th march on Capitol Hill. Now, the 2 other races will go to a November ballot where candidates did not get a majority 50%. That includes District 6. That's the area of Royal Palm Beach, Wellington, and the Glades. Incumbent Marcia Andrews in a field of 5 got very, very close. 48%, though. That is less than half. So she is going to go in a runoff against the next highest finisher. That is Jen Showalter, who received 18% of the vote. In District 7, the area around West Palm Beach in Riviera Beach, that is the seat that Dr. Deborah Robinson has held for more than 20 years. Now 2 newcomers will go to a runoff in November. Edwin Ferguson with 43% and Corey Michael Smith with 41%.
Again, all these races are leading up to the general election on November 8th, which is just 76 days away. An important deadline to keep in mind is October 11th. That's the deadline to register to vote or update your party affiliation for the upcoming election. And you can follow more election results right now on our website. Just head to CBS12.com and click on the Decision 2022 tab.
6:12 now the time. The plans for the raid at Mar-a-Lago began with a warning from the National Archives. Now that letter is being made public for the first time. We'll tell you why. It raised huge red flags about what former President Trump was keeping in his home.
Plus, a counselor that worked with Nicholas Cruz in elementary school takes the stand in his sentencing trial. You'll hear his testimony as the defense tries to keep their client off death row.
Let's look outside. What we see in Lake Worth Beach. It's looking nice, lots of clouds. You know, this is a sunrise that Lauren likes. Well, we're going to check with her. Another look at our forecast coming up next. Stay with us. You're watching CBS 12 News This Morning, the one to turn to.